No.
I don't know. I never know.
A whole lot of gang shit.
I never know.
Oh, man. Y'all, welcome to the Drinks and Discussion Podcast. It's your coach. Fuck.
Who are you?
I don't know who I am.
Welcome to the podcast, sir. Who are you?
Don't start with me today. Welcome to the Drinks and Discussion Podcast. I'm your humble and highly favored host, KvngBak. I'm here with a few cool people. I got Miss Vee, a.k.a. I don't even have no a.k.a. for this hat. She's just the hat.
It is the highly melanated, often duplicated.
You've only been duplicated once.
No. Hold on. I'm ready. I've been waiting all week.
Oh, you've been waiting all week? All right, I'm listening.
It's a highly melanated, often imitated, but never duplicated podcast queen, Miss Vee.
Okay. All right. I like how you lined that up. I'm gonna have to change your job title. I like how you lined that up. We got cameraman AJ in the back, doing his thing as always. How's everybody's week?
This week we didn't. When last time I saw y'all? I saw y'all like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Oh, before I came over here and was contaminated. Then
that was not me.
I was sick before Valentine's Day. Like, I was out the Monday and Tuesday of work. Mm-hmm, yeah. Your fault.
It has nothing to do with me.
I was contaminated. It's been passed.
It has nothing
I didn't want it. I just wanted to share the podcast with you at your terms. But after that, though, now that I've taken that time off and my body has healed, I'm feeling much better. So my week was really good. I mean, I was out on Monday. We had Valentine's Day since we've been out. So everything was good.
That's good. Cameraman, how was your time off?
I play video games.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I like video
games. Man, look, let me tell y'all, I got caught up with work at work. Let me tell you this snow. Let me tell you what's the guy with the meat? Salt Bay? When Mother Nature come over and do like this with the snow over North Carolina? Yeah. And everything shuts down. I was the only one at work. So the day before it snowed, or the
Thursday.
Yeah, at Thursday. Everybody was picking their kids up from school. I'm the only one lonely in the office by myself because I ain't got no kids. Mm. I'm the only one in there diligently working. And people coming by my office, are you going home? I was like, what I need to go home for? The fuck I need to go home for?
Right.
Then it started snowing, and I got home in no time because there was nobody on the road.
Yeah, everybody left early.
Yeah, everybody left early.
Right.
Yep. So I got home in no time. Next day, I was like, well, I had my laptop and stuff with me, so I was like, man, I might work from home. Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody gonna be in the office anyway. But I got up, I said, I don't want to be here. Go to the office. So I went to the office. Well, nobody there. It was desolate. It was literally 3 people in the building.
Okay.
Me, another one of my coworkers. He ain't got no kids neither, and the janitors. That was it. Well, nobody else there. People coming, making deliveries, asking me to sign for stuff. I said, well, I ain't signing nothing. If I put my name down there, that means I'm responsible. I ain't signing nothing.
Right.
So you better come back tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, Monday.
No, tomorrow, Monday. Saturday. You won't get nobody again.
No, I was like, you trying to set him up. Set him up for the okie doke.
Oh, man. But no, it's crazy to see how North Carolina reacts.
Don't do that. Don't come for us. Because I'm so tired of people coming for us. We do not just panic because they said it's going to snow. Number one, we panic because we have ice issues. It's always ice. That's what scares us. Okay. Number one. Number two, they closed the schools and stuff because what was it back maybe 4 or 5 years ago when they didn't close everything early and then everybody was in that deadlock traffic.
Oh, yeah.
And kids was on school buses. They didn't know where their kids were for 5 hours.
Yep.
And people were abandoning their cars on the side of the road. So now, it does seem like we do things it seems like we're just scared. But we have to do stuff like that because we never know what's going to happen. You can't have children out, you can't find them.
No. You
can't do stuff like that.
You're absolutely right about that, but it also needs to be preparation as well. So, along with closing schools early and stuff. North Carolina needs to learn how to start like treating the roads and stuff like that beforehand.
They usually do.
Yeah.
They usually do.
They've done a lot better. They've done a lot better in the recent years. But I'm saying like in the past years, it was like
North Carolina.
Yeah, they had to borrow snow plows from like other counties and stuff. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Because this is not a snow place. I'm sure in Florida, if it snowed in Cali or something, I'm sure they'd be like, they wouldn't have no clue what to do.
I'd be scared if it snowed in Cali. I'd be like, oh shit, this is the end of the world.
Hey, climate change is real.
Why do everybody buy bread and milk? What's up?
I don't know. Milk sandwiches.
Niggas gonna make toast.
Milk sandwiches.
Yeah, French toast. That's all you can make.
Yeah, and your power got to be on for that.
You're right. Man, I remember one time it snowed, man, and the snow was so high, right? It was covering the back door, and my mom could only open the door but so much, and the power had went out, so she took all the meats and stuff and stuck it in the.
That's the best way to do. That's the freezer. That's the freezer. That's the best way to do.
She said, "Ain't ruined my goddamn meat. I just bought this."
Yeah, I know that's real. I know that's real.
Right. Ain't nobody out there.
I bought water and nabs. That's how we.
You can actually survive off of water and nabs.
You can.
You could actually survive off of that. You might get
that's
tired
a
of
lot
it,
of nutrients.
but you survive off of it.
Because you get all the different flavors. So I don't just get one nab. I get the brown pack, the orange pack.
Yeah, what is a nab?
It's the peanut butter crackers from Lance.
All right, so look, is it just okay? So I got a question. So is it just the peanut butter flavor? Because somebody told me it was cheese as well.
There is a cheese flavor. I mean, I guess then you would have to say the cheese nabs.
You can't say nabs with cheese.
No, it's cheese.
But isn't the cracker cheese itself? Is it like a cheese cracker? Yeah, they have
the cheese cracker, but some of them they have with cheese on the inside instead of peanut butter.
Okay.
If it's peanut butter on the inside, it's a nab.
Okay, so
but if it's got cheese on the inside, then it's a cheese nab.
Okay, so look. All right, so what about the circle ones? Right, I heard the circle ones was cookie nabs.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
They just nabs. They just nabs. They all nabs.
They're all nabs. Okay.
All nabs, and most of the time they're two boxes for $6 at the Harris Teeter. You get 2 boxes, and I think there's an 8-pack.
Not at Harris Teeter. At the
Harris Teeter.
Harris Teeter.
At the Harris Teeter, you get your 2 6-pack of nabs, 2 8-packs for $6. I'm trying to help somebody out. Somebody didn't have no nabs when it snowed. Some of y'all had milk and eggs and bread.
And nabs.
And Duke Power went out. So next time, get you some nabs. If you want the cheese kind, cheese nabs.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese nabs.
Cheese nabs. Okay, all right. Yo, you are a mess. All right, so current events, man. What we got going? Oh yeah. First of all, start off with condolences. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. Homie was 19 or 20?
20.
20, yeah, 20 years old. Lost his life to a home invasion. One thing I will say, y'all internet niggas need to chill the fuck out, because y'all cannot go out here trying to be investigators for shit and trying to figure out shit like 20 minutes after it happened. You don't have any kind of criminal justice experience. You don't have a law degree. Like, just sit your ass down somewhere. Because it's people, his family is grieving. Like, his mother is grieving. Like, yo, like, let that shit go, man. And and the news outlets, TMZ and all them niggas, posting the fucking, him getting carried out on a stretcher.
Yeah,
like,
terrible.
yo, that's gross and disgusting. We gotta stop this. We have to stop this. But I mean, homie was a door to New York, man. He was a door to New York, man. And I mean, it's just it's wild, the line of instances that has happened to end up in his his untimely demise. But definitely a good artist, and very liked about in the music community, because I've seen him do songs with a lot of people and take pictures with a lot of musicians. So yeah, definitely, man. And I like that welcome song. Saying we outside, pull up, we gonna slide. Saying we outside. That's my jump. All right, what else you got? Come on, lighten this up, V.
There's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the past couple of weeks. Of course, the whole Dwayne Wade supporting his child, as he wants to be called by using she and her pronouns, which is fine. I feel like that's fine. Support your child. I feel like as far as the rest of us, worry about your own kids.
Right.
That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm just like, I do hate that it keeps coming up. Like, it's like, say it. That's that. Her name is, I think, is it Zaya?
Yeah.
Say that, and that's done. I do respect parents supporting their kids. I support that. Support your child in whatever they want to do. I mean, yes, she is a child. So it could, one day she could change her mind. She might not change her mind. And whatever she wants to do, let her do that. And I feel like we, as the rest of the residents of the world, mind your own kids.
Right. But
I know. I need to know.
I was looking like,
if something is crawling, I'm trying to like.
No. It was.
What's going on?
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna head out. All right, I'm gonna head out.
But no. I maybe forget the point I was gonna say. But us as a black people, we have those. Us as a black people, we have those of us that cannot mind their own business.
Oh yeah, we know it.
And
we know it.
And they always want to give their 2 cents when you have correct change.
Oh,
like that. Huh?
You just put that together.
Yeah, I did.
Can I put that on a t-shirt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give your 2 cents when we got correct change.
Always want to get their 2 cents when we got correct change.
The whole clothing line.
Y'all want a drunk man ale? Y'all got drunk man
ale. Drunk man ran today.
Before we go on, this man got a what you call it? What's the
a decanter?
A decanter.
Both of y'all, neither one of y'all can't get it together. Y'all don't know what it is.
The glass bottle with the top. I thought it was on some just the decor niggas have in their house. Nah, he got real liquor in it. That's what's in the stuff.
Yeah, he ain't using this no souvenir piece.
His temperature hot too. He look like he about to start sweating.
Oh, I'm worried.
This top button gonna come down a little bit,
Oh my. He does have it on choker status. He got it on choker status. When you button up that top button.
You can't swallow.
Right. All the alcohol is still right here. That's why he's gonna be drunk. It's just fermenting in his throat. It ain't going down. It's getting stuck in that top button.
Not fermenting in the throat.
Fermenting in his throat.
Oh my God.
You gonna be something this podcast. I can't mess with you, bro.
She on 1,000 today. What is wrong with her?
Bro, I've been on 1,000 all week.
Yeah, man. What's up with Boosie? I thought they said Dwayne was gonna cut.
Because people just decide that when people are transgender, they're going to go the whole way. And you don't have to. Like, you can if you want to. I'm sure that's something, if that's what he wants to do, if that's what she wants to do, that is her business, that is between the family. If that's something that she comes to that idea later in life, I don't think they would do that to a 12-year-old. I'm not sure. But again, mind your own kids.
Mind your own business.
Right, but man, I'm not gonna lie. Boosie was convicted in that video. Boosie was convicted, but I mean, I understand where Boosie was coming from, but at the same time, you still gotta mind your own business. Like, don't. I mean, that's something that Boosie shouldn't have put that out to the world. If he wanted to have a conversation, he can have a conversation
in the confines of his own home.
It don't have to leave between you and somebody that you confide in. Like, damn, you hear about the Dwayne Wade shit? Yeah, I ain't really. Don't cut that boy pants off. But he Boosie, man. So
yeah,
he's Boosie, man. I was like,
everybody jumping on that internet wave. You know what I'm saying? They got to get their opinion out to the world.
Yeah,
like some things you just.
And sometimes it's better to shut the fuck up.
He gonna do it the way he want to. Daddy gonna do what he want to.
Yeah.
You can say what you want. It's a waste of time to me.
Yeah, man.
But it was the extra point.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely entertainment behind watching Boosie just, be Boosie. What else we got?
The other thing was, so there's some controversy around this, just because nobody really knows what's going on, and then rumors keep coming out. The little boy that was bullied, see that?
The little short white midget boy.
Already.
No, I guess how else am I supposed to describe him?
Short white midget boy. That was too much.
All right.
The little boy that was bullied. That was enough.
Okay, so the gentleman,
The young man.
that is height challenged.
Yes, vertically challenged.
Yes, I did see about it. Yes.
Yes.
And he was bullied.
Yes.
Okay.
There were.
Internet or in real life?
I'm not sure, but I know that it was just it was just said that he was bullied and it made him feel like he was expressing like feeling suicidal due to bullying. And bullying is terrible. Bullying has always been terrible, but I feel like it has elevated because of social media. Like it used to be, I always say, like it used to be, you might get bullied at school during the day, but then you go home and it's over. Like you might not want to get up and go to school the next day or something like that. Right. But then you get home and it's over. And now kids don't have that. When you get home, it's not over. They're still saying stuff online. They're saying stuff here, there, everywhere. It's coming back around. And it does make it a lot harder. But this particular situation, the thing is, got bullied. A lot of people rallied behind him because bullying is such an issue. There was a GoFundMe created not by him. It was created by somebody else. I think like a influencer, like a celeb.
Okay.
The GoFundMe was created, raised hundreds of thousands. Like I want to say, like it got up to the last I saw, it had gotten up to like 400,000. Wow. Raised a lot of money. I guess to promote awareness. I'm not really sure where the money was going, but $400,000 for something related to bullying. Okay. Well, now things are coming up and saying that the kid isn't really a kid. It's really a grown man. And he was posing as a kid. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm not sure of his age. I'm not sure of the background information. So I'm not going to speculate.
Well, they did show the picture. So apparently, whatever happened, and some pictures were removed from either his Instagram or his Facebook profile, and it came out with the pictures. And for it to be a little kid, I would feel some kind of way throwing up middle fingers and
and then some people are saying he's just a groany little kid. There are some just grown little kids.
Yeah, that's true.
So you really don't know. You really don't know. But that's been like the controversy, like, because some people are like, support this, don't bully children. And then some people are like, no, he scammed us. He's a scammer.
Grown ass man.
But then it goes back to he didn't create the GoFundMe.
Yeah, so
like even if he did make like a parody or something like that, if that be the case, he's not necessarily profiting from it, other than maybe a viral video. Right. But other than that, he's not necessarily profiting from the issue at hand. So I don't know. I mean, there's so much that goes on the internet. Like, the GoFundMe with the lady that was like, the homeless man gave her his last $10. She was on the side of the road, and a homeless man came and gave her his last $10 or whatever, and like everybody rallied behind him, and they gave all this money for GoFundMe, and the girl and her boyfriend, was it her boyfriend or her husband? And it was a setup. Oh wow! And they took the money, and they paid off their house. They bought nice cars. They did everything, and the only reason it came out is because they didn't give the homeless guy all of his cut. So he came back and was like, they didn't give me all my money. Like he was saying they didn't give me money from it. They took the money, but they did give him some money from it. And then it came out that they were in it all together.
Oh, come on, man.
So there's been issues. So I can see why people would be skeptical of things like that, because it has happened before.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I've always been skeptical about stuff like that in general. I just, So I know for a fact it's certain certain companies that'll raise money for certain charities and stuff like that, and then pocket the proceeds from that money. And I'm not gonna say what company it was, but it was a big deal. So St. Jude's is a well known charity, right? People give $1 to St. Jude's. St. Jude's, give $1. So this particular company, the CEO ran off with like six point something billion dollars from the little drive they had with St. Jude's. And I was like, damn, like, so now that $6 billion could have helped the kid, helped a couple kids out. You know what I'm saying? Like, could have paid for whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the dishonesty between, companies and a charity. I don't think I could trust like a person and a charity as well.
Yeah, GoFundMe is always real sketch to me anyway. Yeah, you don't know what's going on, and in the case like what you were talking about, sometimes companies do still give to the charity, but they only give a small percentage, so they can still say we gave it to them. Right. So it's like they take all this money, they say, oh, we raising money for such and such, but then like in the fine print, it's like 10% of it goes to the charity.
Yeah. Well, nickname too out here now. I don't want to say it on the podcast.
I ain't putting no company business out there. But no, the one I'm talking about, the guy really just ran off. He went somewhere where they had no extradition because they tried to. The federal government was after him. They was after. He ran off on the plug 2-3 times.
With 2-3 billion.
Thrice.
And where he went to, the American dollar is like 3 times what it's worth. So imagine how much money that man got. Oh my God.
That's terrible.
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
He probably got a mountain of coke right now. Just
Puerto Rico. Take this money away from you guys.
Say hello to my little friend. But no, man, like I just.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. You don't know. You can't trust people. You cannot trust people. You can't trust where your money's going. Like even the panhandlers. Like there's so many panhandlers that are just sitting on money.
Oh, let me tell you about these panhandlers in Durham.
One of them. You remember the one with the long dread, long flat dread?
Oh yeah. But no, it's I know somebody or knew some because they have retired by now. But
retired from panhandling?
No.
Oh.
Retired.
I was like, what's that benefits package like?
What
is that?
They split a percentage with another company.
Right? Yeah. How's that work? How's it stop?
I'm about to tell you. No, they retired from the city of Durham. So one of their job functions was to the city of Durham taxes these panhandlers.
Oh,
yeah, they get taxed. Yep, they get taxed. So when they register as a panhandler, they get.
You have to register as a panhandler.
Yep.
This is new to me.
Yep.
$25 panhandler license.
Yep, panhandler license, and they give you a vest too.
I know. I seen the vest.
Yeah,
but I didn't know
they had $25 to pay somebody.
Right.
That's because they panhandled the $25 to get the vest.
Yeah. They illegally
paid. Yeah, but yeah, so she was letting me know that it was a couple of the panhandlers that weren't really in need.
So anybody out here can just go get a $25 panhandling and go sit out with a good vest.
And, yeah.
Huh.
Believe in God and give me $1.
And just told my girlfriend need help for karate classes.
Yo, if I seen a nigga with that,
I'm donating.
I'd probably give him $1, yo.
I'm donating off top. I'm gonna be like, let me find something for you because you want a mission. I can support a mission. I can support a mission.
Yo, my nigga need ninja classes. Nigga, where do you sign up at?
Right. Shoot, how much are these ninja classes?
Nigga,
Can we get a 2-for-1? Can we get a 2-for-1 special on these ninja classes?
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm donating to that one. I'm sorry. Off top,
donate. That's a good one. That's a good one, bro. If I'm ever down on my luck, I got my sign.
You got your sign?
I got my sign.
Yeah, it's gonna be the ninja class.
What's your sign gonna say? If you had to get a panhandling sign, what's your sign gonna say?
Oh, that's good. You need a ninja class.
Yeah,
know.
it's no topping that.
Yeah, that's
There's no topping that.
I don't know. I don't have anything better than that. Ninja classes.
Yeah,
That's the top.
Yeah, that's at
Yeah,
the
that's
top.
good.
That's top
That's
tier.
real good.
Did you come
That's
up
real
there
good.
off the top?
Nah, as a nigga in the Durham, they got that shit on the sign.
Oh, hold on, wait.
That was somebody signed for real. You ain't know that?
Oh
No,
shit,
who
no.
thought you came up with
Person
that?
signed. I was rolling when I seen it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good
I was
one.
like, yeah, you got it. I ain't got $1, but I got some sticky pennies though, bro.
Not sticky pennies.
Throw them shits.
Look, they spend just the same.
They do. Pennies make sense. Pennies make dollars.
What's your saying again?
got 2 cents when you got the exact change.
Yeah, everybody trying to get their 2 cents. I already got exact change.
Now, so since we was talking about Valentine's Day, usually you would think dudes flee around Valentine's Day. Like that's usually y'all's MO. Like when Valentine's Day come, y'all don't want to be around. Y'all want to be like, all right, I'm gonna head out. Or y'all don't come around until after Valentine's Day. If y'all were like, I'm kind of feeling shawty. I'm gonna hold out because holidays coming up and stuff. So when the holiday over, I'll holler at her.
I got a thesis about this. Go ahead.
A thesis?
Yeah, a thesis about this. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, state your point.
No, I was just saying. I just thought that would be the time that most of y'all would leave, or that would be the time that y'all don't want at least not any new flame. You don't want no new flame or reignited flame. That's not the time you want to do it. Not around Valentine's Day.
All right, I got thesis about this.
No.
Valentine's Day is not for couples.
Oh.
Valentine's Day is not for couples.
What's Valentine's Day for?
Valentine's Day is for single women. Let me explain to you. Valentine's Day is for single women because
Galentine's?
Galentine's.
Okay.
Galentine's. So apparently this is a thing.
Galentine's is a thing.
Why are y'all women always trying to leave us men out of shit?
Y'all want to come to Galentine's?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No.
What are we trying to leave y'all out of?
First of all, Friendsgiving was a whole bunch of single girls that decided to get together and cook, and then they started inviting dudes after the fact, right?
Okay.
So are you agreeing? Are you saying
I'm not. I feel like Friendsgiving is for everybody. I feel like it's a co-ed event.
Now it is. It is. When I first heard about Friendsgiving, it was a group of girls and said, well, we don't want to go home for the holidays because we got so much going on here. Let's just have Friendsgiving. And they had Friendsgiving with themselves. So in my mind, Friendsgiving started off as all. It wasn't until recently that I got invited to a Friendsgiving.
So it sounds like you hating from outside the club.
I am hating up from until I get in.
Okay.
Until I get in.
So that's valid. You hating from outside the club.
Yeah. So anyway, and then just look at the events that happen like during Valentine's Day. All right. So for instance, it's a whole concert festival Valentine's Day weekend in California geared towards single women because the only people that are up there are half naked dudes.
I ain't mad about it.
Like
I'll have to attend next year.
Right, like it's like I don't know, man. It's like going to a D'Angelo concert and the only song he's gonna perform. Can you please stop gyrating on this podcast? But no, it's like going to a D'Angelo concert. Your girl to go to D'Angelo. Oh, I'm going to D'Angelo. You want to see? He's only performing that one song. Nah, I'm good, yo.
Well, that's y'all not wanting to go. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That didn't mean it was a single ladies event. That just means you didn't want to come. And that's how I feel like Valentine's Day. If you so say it's a single ladies event, it's because guys not into it. Y'all like, oh, that's romantic. Oh, now we gotta spend money. So yeah, if y'all ain't into it, then why are we gonna invite y'all?
First of all, let's back that up.
Okay.
Let's back that up because if you want something, you gotta invest it. I'm dropping jewels today.
Yeah, talk to them.
I'm dropping jewels today.
If you
want something, you gotta invest in it. Time and money.
Ooh.
Time and money. Time and money.
It ain't free.
It's not free. It's not free. If you don't have enough money, make up for it in time. If you don't have enough time,
don't make up for it in money. Don't do it.
no,
Don't
wait.
do it.
I was gonna give a stipulation between that because some girls are looking for that. Some girls are looking for what you can buy them. You know.
I did.
I'm just saying, you know.
All right.
But nonetheless, but yeah, I think those of us men who have not matured to that understanding, see Valentine's Day as, you know, oh, I gotta spend money, I gotta do this, I gotta do that.
Okay.
Now, I don't celebrate any holiday. That's just off rip. I don't celebrate any holiday. Now, if we happen to do something and it just happens to be Valentine's Day weekend, well, that shit just falls in. That shit just falls in order like that. I didn't plan it that way. Oh shit, it was Valentine's weekend, huh? Oh, did you have a good time? All right, cool. I'm not gonna get you a card to say Happy Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you Happy Valentine's Day. It's just, you know. Do something, you know, and, you know, if it just so happens to fall on that day, you know, boom, now you got something to post on the gram. Now you don't feel left out.
Woo, child. Can't. I can't. I don't even. What?
Oh, you thought I wasn't coming with the bullshit today?
Extremely. We ain't gonna celebrate Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna do something for her on Valentine's Day. But I ain't gonna say this is for Valentine's Day.
I'm not,
because it ain't for Valentine's Day. But if she posts and say this was for Valentine's Day, I ain't gonna say it wasn't for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, why would I kill her vibe? Like, she's vibing right now. She's vibing right now. Like, look what they got me, and you know how girls get on fucking Instagram. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. You know, like, who am I to
So
tell her?
you celebrated Valentine's Day so that she could be able to post something on the gram?
No. I'm not saying that was solely the reason. Look, people are self-conscious about social media, whether they want to admit it or not. So if you're scrolling, Valentine's Day come around, right? Ladies, Valentine's Day come around. You're in a relationship, right? Your man has done nothing for you that entire weekend, but you're scrolling and you're seeing other relationships doing stuff, going places, giving presents.
But your man don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so...
If your face could talk right now, it would say bullshit.
I'm just like,
I haven't gotten to my point yet. I have not gotten to my point yet. So Miss Lady...
Hold on, I gotta change shoes from all the crap I just had to walk through to get to your point. What's the point?
You get out. You can get out. I ain't picked you out in a while. No, but people are self-conscious about that. You have to admit that's true. People are self-conscious. Well, some people are self-conscious about that.
I got it.
You know, and it's.
I got it, but
it's a bigger majority.
If your man does not celebrate Valentine's Day, then that's that. Like,
but people,
if you scrolling and everybody else celebrate Valentine's Day, that's fine.
But look,
that's fine.
Where you're coming from a logical female standpoint. Most females aren't logical.
Well, y'all need to stop dating these illogical, immature females.
Yeah, they be like, well, you ain't get me some, but Troy got him. Oh, yo.
But Troy,
right?
Troy celebrate Valentine's Day. I will say, I'm not into Valentine's Day. I'm not big on it. I never have been. I have been with guys that have been like, oh, you ain't into Valentine's Day? Well, I'm going to make this the best Valentine's Day you ever had. Then you're going to love Valentine's Day. And I'm still like, still not that into it. Right. So we didn't. There was no exchange for gifts. You can scroll through my gram. I won't trying to post nothing in front and be like, oh, we celebrate Valentine's Day because everybody celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't do that. It's not necessary.
I agree.
It's not necessary.
I agree.
Just because it's such and such birthday over there, it's not my birthday, so I'm not going to be like, oh, I got birthday gifts today because such and such got birthday gifts.
But you know what's so crazy? It's people that really think like that.
Okay, so y'all didn't celebrate Valentine's Day, but y'all did something for Valentine's Day. No, y'all did something on February 14th.
It started earlier in the week and just carried over. Yeah,
okay.
You see how that worked? You see how that worked? Yeah.
Okay, you done? Did
done.
you get to your point?
I got to my point.
Your mind clear? Valentine's Day?
Is your mind clear?
Whatever.
Need another shot?
Whatever. Oh, gracious. Anywho, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted with all that trash she just talked, because I still didn't get the point. What he's telling us is he don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but he celebrates February 14th. Anywho.
I did not say that. Those words did not come out my mouth. He
might do something on February 14th. Just so happens to be Valentine's Day, but it was not a Valentine's Day act.
The day of the Valentine.
All right, that reminds me of like the meme that was going around because everybody was like, "We don't celebrate Valentine's Day because with us Valentine's Day is every day," and somebody was like, "If Valentine's every day, what you get today?" I was like,
but that's really how it should be though. Like, that's really how it should be. Valentine's Day should be every day.
That's expensive every day.
Nah, man, look, bro. Investment.
Time is a very time-consuming day.
Time. Bro, something as little as like a thoughtful text message. You can't overload it though. Like, some niggas be trying to do that shit every day. You can't overload it. It might choose every Tuesday or Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Thoughtful text message. Let them know. Hey, I was thinking about you this week. You know what I'm saying? You did so and so. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Just something light. There you go.
Valentine's Day. One text away.
Only one call away.
Okay, so with Valentine's Day, normally guys would like either leave. Nobody's really trying to start something new on Valentine's Day. But I guess if Valentine's Day is for single women, then everybody trying to come for the single women, I guess, if they're not aware that the women are single.
Oh, no, they make it known that they're single.
I'm going somewhere. Oh. Let me go where I'm going.
Drive the boat.
Thank you.
Drive the boat.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Whoa. Okay.
Get out. I already kicked you out. It's 2 times. Time number 2.
Whoa. Okay. Stop.
This is going to be an interesting podcast. Just to let you know, this is brought to you by Drinks and Discussion Podcast.
And Drunk Man Rants.
With the drunk can't get no drunk.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, so I guess if people have the assumption, if men have the assumption that Valentine's Day is for single women, then this will make sense. Mm-hmm. All right, so for some reason, all types of people I have not talked to, I have not spoken to, I have not dealt with in a long time. For some reason, this Valentine's Day, everybody resurfaced. And I'm like, yo, where y'all come from?
Were they in your DMs like, yeah?
They were on my line. Like, nobody even attacked via DM. That part, I could have ignored that a little easier. But when you on my phone, so, first story. And then I'm gonna give a disclaimer today because I haven't given one in the past. But we have a podcast.
You do have a podcast.
We have a podcast. So if you start being reckless, I might call you out. So
we dropping names? Oh wait, we dropping names?
I'm not dropping names.
I'm excited.
What buttons?
I'm not dropping names.
Oh.
I am putting that disclaimer out. I'm just gonna put that out.
So you was talking about me on your podcast?
Right. The next time you call me, now we can talk about it. Now we got something to talk about.
I'm like, what's they accent? Let me find them real quick.
So first thing. All right. So somebody that I was talking to, kind of talking to. We hadn't really decided which way we were going to go with the talking yet, but I've since learned why. So I get a phone call I don't normally answer numbers I don't know. But at the time, my dog was at the groomers. So I was like, I know they're gonna call me and tell me when he's ready. I'm not gonna know the number. So I answer. Had a previous person that I had spoken with at some point, is talking to me on my line. I'm like, who is this?
Now, had you had the same number the entire time?
I've had the same number since I was like 17.
Okay. I know some people change their numbers sometimes.
No,
okay.
I've had the same number since I was 17. I've never changed my number. So yeah, call me up. And they like, how you doing? Like they beating around the bush, but you know what they're trying to say. And I'm like, you know what? Because I've always been a very open person. Like say what you mean what you say, no matter what it is. I've always been like, say what you want to say and give me the option. So then I can say yay, nay, maybe, whatever. But I need to have all the facts. I'm not going to judge you. I need to have all the facts before you come to me. Mm-hmm. Either way. So this was a person that I had been talking to we had been talking for a while. There was no more than like phone conversations, text messages. There was never really a date. Like I said, it was kind of like we were kind of trying to feel things out and see how things would go. Then I want to say sometime in the last year, I found out they were engaged. Ooh. So that made me figure out that's why they were dragging their feet on whatever they wanted to do. They didn't know what they wanted to do. So it made sense to me. I didn't come at them. I didn't say anything to them. I learned the information. I was like, all right, cool. That's it. Wipe my hands for them. So now they're on my phone, trying to see what's up with me. I'm like, nah, what's up with you? Like, I'm waiting for them to be open and let me know what's going on. Right. But they're so busy trying to figure out how they can get me that they're not trying to tell me what's going on in their life.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I know you're saving somebody's anonymity. Anonymity. So, was the gentleman in question beating around the bush about whatever situation that he was trying to attempt to have with you?
Yes.
And you were trying to interrogate him on the information that you knew.
I wasn't necessarily trying to interrogate them. First of all, I was trying to tell them, say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, whatever you're trying to say, whatever you're trying to beat around the bush about, just flat out say it. Because then I'm going to call you out. Then I'm going to be like, okay. I seen that you got somebody, though. Like, so why you on my line saying stuff?
Like, now, yeah, you already got a girl. Why you want me? Right. What's wrong with her pussy? Like, that's what yo.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. He's my translator.
Nigga translator.
Yo.
So I'm like, why you coming for me or whatever? Now, he never said whether he or not he was engaged. Like I said, that was kind of something that I found out. So I'm not sure if he is or not, but he is in something with somebody. Wait,
how did you find out and you're not sure? Like, how does that work?
I found it, but I just don't know 100.
Well, because I heard it and he kind of mentioned it, but there was never a person associated with it. Like, what happened was he just put up a picture of a ring. There was no finger in the ring. There was no nothing. He just put up a picture of the ring, and that was it. And then people were like, congrats or whatever, but he never said anything. Like, he never verified.
About to propose,
yeah, he never verified what was going on with said ring. So I don't know if they are, but I do know he's with somebody. Okay. But my thing is, like, why? I don't understand why dudes do that. Like, I don't understand why when y'all become, it's like guys get engaged or they get committed and like they feel like, oh, this is the end. So now they're trying to go back in the black book and like, let me find out, like, let me see what I missed to make sure that what I'm doing is what I want to do. You need to know that that's what you want to do before you do it. Like, you don't need to be out here committing to people and feeling like, there's something else. Because one of the things he said, he was like, I feel like I missed out on something.
I'm going to tell you right now. That was bullshit.
Oh, I know.
I second that.
That was bullshit. All right, so
this.
it's not that men go back to find out what they missed. More so, it's I'm gonna be stuck with what I got for the rest of my life. So let me go and let me go backtrack on the good shit that I had, and then let me go ahead and finish committing. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, I
know. That's exactly what it is.
I know. I mean, as everyone on this podcast knows, I'm very happily taken. So, I'm like, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with it anyway.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to do with it anyway. I was like, I'm sorry that you feeling some type of way in your thing, that's not working out for you. But it was just odd to me, not only that, but just the timing. Like, Valentine's Day? Like, where
back up.
And I feel like you said, they feel like it's a single woman's holiday. So they feel like if somebody out here is single, this is when y'all are vulnerable. They feel like women are vulnerable at this time, and they're like, look, I bet I can get some now.
Is your Instagram public?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What time did this young man call you?
It was later. I mean, but it wasn't super.
Wait.
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah,
it wasn't super late because, like I said, my dog was at the groomers.
Okay, so it was what's later?
It was
later?
like 7.
7? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna tell you what my man did. My man was sitting down, right, and he probably had he may have taken his lady out to do whatever. Maybe she wasn't as appreciative of it as he would have wanted her to be, right? So with that being said, he got home 7 o'clock. So 6 o'clock, he's scrolling through Instagram, right? He just happened to think about you. He put your @ name in, right? And he's scrolling through your Instagram and he don't see no pictures of no dudes. He's like, damn. Well, I don't see any recent stuff. Let me go check out her story. Oh, she ain't got no story posted. Okay. Give her a call real quick.
Is he victim blaming right now?
No, I'm
victim blaming?
No, I'm telling you exactly what he did. Okay. I guarantee. I put money on it. AJ, do you agree?
I was gonna say. I thought she was gonna be like, okay, what you doing out there? Where was you at this time? Okay, you posted yesterday at 6, so let me go ahead and give you. Hey, how you been, man? You see that picture you posted back there?
Right. But yeah, I guarantee you, because he went to your social media first to see if you posted anything with a guy. Because if you had posted anything with a guy, he wouldn't have.
He wouldn't talk.
If you would have posted anything even pertaining to, you didn't have to have the guy in the picture. If you would have posted you were at dinner, or posted a dinner plate, or posted an event that you went to or whatever that looked to be date-ish, he wouldn't have called you.
I agree with you for the most part. But I disagree. Depending on how bold this dude is.
Right.
Some dude's gonna be like, yo, especially if he's engaged, trying to cross over to the marriage. So he over there, mother, like you said, trying to go back through memory lane, like. Whether he was in a relationship, whether he's seeing a dude, he probably would have still took the shot.
But yeah, one thing I do want to tell our listeners, all of you, both male and female, but I'm mostly speaking to the females. Like, we have got to do better about our availability, because that is why guys come back, is because they feel like we are always going to be available to them. So you have to be careful about that. And I posted something about that on my Instagram the other day. I was like, they always think if they think you're available, they're going to come back no matter what kind of baggage they're carrying, no matter what. If they feel like, whenever they call, you answer, or whenever they ask to see you, you available no matter how much time has gone by, then they're always going to do that. And so that's something that we have to be very cognizant of, is making ourselves available. Because I was single for a very long time. So, I was single for a while. So within that time frame, there were people that I met and things like that, and that I would just, have casual conversation with. Like, we would talk every now and then, but it never really went to anything. Like, it never really became anything. But if they felt like, she always going to be there or whatever, they will come back and just, text out of the blue, what you doing? How you doing? Like, where you at? What you doing this weekend? That type of stuff. And so we have to definitely put boundaries, put stipulations, and make sure we're not always easily accessible and available.
I think even though you were speaking to the women, I think that goes both ways, because as a guy, having to realize that, not being readily available, not being that guy that, oh, I'm gonna go fuck with him over here, and then when he break my fucking heart, I'm gonna come back to you like, nah, nigga, nah. You cut that shit off at the head. And you had your shot and you blew it.
Yeah.
And you fucking blew it.
Yeah. Because now I feel like I'm still dealing with remnants of that. Mm-hmm. Like, people still keep coming back because they feel like for so long they could. And now they can't. I'm
gonna tell you what. You smell that relationship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Smells taken.
You smell that relationship. And it's something about that smell. It's something about that smell, that pheromone that gives off. You don't even have to be close to the person. It's that pheromone that you give off when you in a relationship that makes motherfuckers want to pop out the fucking woodwork.
They know.
Let me tell you about something.
Ooh.
Let me tell you.
Ghost of the past. Come back. You smell taken. I'm just
like ghost of, right now.
Ghost of dick and pussy past.
Yes. Translator. Yes. Talk for me all day.
All right, so look, peep game, man. You be minding your own fucking business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Laying up with your bae on the couch, watching Disney Plus.
Oh,
y'all watching Marvel movies because that's what you like to watch. Okay. And she love you so much, she watch them too.
At first, when he said watching Disney movies, I was like, we out here watching Mulan. Like,
no,
we out here
ain't nobody watching
Mermaid and Chill. Little Mermaid and Chill. That's it. I was like, wait. But then I forgot that Marvel was on Disney Plus. Like, we can Captain America and chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back. Go ahead.
Phone sitting on the table.
And it be just numbers and location.
Man, you gonna get that in?
Nope.
No. That's what you tell her to get. Like, man, see who that is.
Ooh.
It don't say no. I don't know who this is. Go ahead and answer it. Ooh. Hello? Click. They hung up. I'm gonna call them back.
If it ain't got no name, it's a bill collector. Automatic. Because even if it's a close location, like sometimes the bill collectors, they might disguise themselves as something closer.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
It's bill collector.
How I know bill collectors be calling me, because them niggas be calling me from 973 numbers. And let me tell you, there are no new 973 numbers. They changed the whole area code for Jersey. So it's no new 973 numbers. I think it's 864 or some shit like that, right, AJ? Something like that. Like 864 or something like that. So when a 973 number call me and I don't have it saved in my phone, it ain't none of my family members. It's a fucking bill collector. Like, I ain't answering the phone.
I'm just saying, you got your girl out here answering phones for the bill collectors. I'm just saying. I'm just helping somebody. I'm helping somebody.
Was a trick. See?
It's a trick of the enemy. It's a trick of the enemy.
Yeah, babe, go ahead and answer that one.
No.
Call him back. This is Sally Mae. Hello.
Right.
This is Sally Mae. Mr. Russell owes an exuberant amount of money.
She sounds hideous.
This is an attempt to collect the debt. Are you so-and-so? She sounds hideous.
She sounds hideous.
And now she all online telling her friend, he let me answer his phone anytime he wants.
Whatever.
Whatever. I thought it was a bitch when she said her name was Sally Mae, but I had to think about it.
He loyal, baby. He loyal. I tell you.
Ooh, so side pieces. When she pick up the phone, your name is Sally Mae. I'm just saying, we get equal opportunity.
First of all, hold on. I got a whole story about that. I actually have a story about that.
Saying.
So I got a homeboy. He will remain unnameless. Unnameless. No. He will remain nameless. So look, he had a situation where he had a main joint, right? And I wouldn't even call it a real main joint. It was just his baby mama, and they were living together. So
that's a main.
That sounds
yeah,
pretty mangy to me.
It's main, but he didn't want to be there anymore. But his financial situation would not let him leave.
Okay.
You know,
You got a roommate, baby mama.
yeah, right. So anyway,
one bedroom apartment.
right.
Main.
Yeah, it's still a main. In my mind, it's still a main, right? It's still a main. Y'all sleep in the same room, in the same bed. It's a main. It's a main.
In the main.
All right, so look, he had a little side venture going on, right? He had a side venture, but his side venture was so cool that she told him, "Don't save my number in your phone. Leave it blank. You know what my number is. Memorize that shit, right?" She was like, "When I call you, if she picks up the phone, I'm gonna act like Sally Mae." And goddamn it, if I didn't watch that shit work one time, I'm sitting on the couch, my boy over there, we watching the game, right? And his girl's in the kitchen with his phone. His phone goes off, right? He looks up, he was like, "Huh? It's my phone." I said, "You ain't gonna go get it?" He was like, "Nah, she get it." So she gets the phone, she picks up, "Hello? Babe, it's Sally Mae calling for you." He looked at me, he said, I said, "Yo, nigga." They had a whole code system set up and everything.
She dedicated.
Yo, that was the ultimate side chick. That was the ultimate side chick.
Too much work.
When he told me about it after the fact, I was like, "Bro, I really thought it was Sally Mae calling you at 8:00 at night."
But,
in the morning.
But then again, I'm just like, who is so bold to be answering their man's phone? Like, I don't answer my man's phone, and I mean, I wouldn't mind if he answered my phone, I guess. But it's just not, like, I wouldn't even think of it. Like, if his phone ringing, I'm like, it ain't my phone. Like, I might look and see who phone ringing. It's his phone. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll sit back down.
I know niggas that be like that, but I'm just not that invested. I'm really not that invested.
Phone.
Yeah.
I'm hardly answering my phone. So I know I ain't gonna answer your phone.
That's the damn it truth. That's the damn it truth.
So I ain't gonna answer your phone.
But no, man, like I'm just not that invested, and I don't think people should be. But I think it's more so that's something. It does.
I mean, if it's somebody I know, like if I look at the phone and
like,
it's somebody I know, I might pick up. Like my good friend or whatever, her husband also teaches my dance class.
Okay.
So sometimes if I'm calling about something regarding that, I might call his phone because most of the time she don't know what's going on. She just riding with him. So she's like, I don't know. Ask him. So I'll call him. But if she answered, I mean, I would say it's because, I mean, even though they're married or whatever, it's because, she's like, "Oh, that's V on the phone. Let me pick up. Like, what's up?" So, I mean, if it's something like that, if it was somebody that I knew, or like, even if it was their family, if I'm cool with their family, I would pick up. Like, I was like, "Oh, that's his sister. I'm gonna pick up. Girl, he in the back."
You only call it again.
Yeah, what you need? Like,
had that Taco
you need
bread.
us to go somewhere. Like, what
right,
right. Yeah. Like, on the phone talk. If it's somebody I know, I'm good with that.
Right.
Like, I'll answer the phone because then I'm going to talk to them. It ain't going to be nobody. I'm just like, "Hello? Who you looking for? What you want?" Like, that's too much.
Yeah, I think
too much work.
Yeah, I think people that, first of all, if you have trust issues, you shouldn't have a relationship whatsoever. If you have trust issues, you shouldn't have a relationship whatsoever, because if you can't trust the person, enough to not go through their shit, like, why are you in a relationship with them? You know, me, I'm just so far removed from the shit that I just don't give a fuck. Like, shit could be going on, but like, you know, whatever is done in the dark comes to light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always find out shit. I might not even find out about it when it's happening. I might find out later on. But once I find out about it, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But in the same token, you know, I'm not that invested to, you know, question somebody's, you know, or just, that's too much energy, man. I'm not giving that much energy towards that. I'd rather be working on something else.
I told you that's how I found out my ex was cheating, right? Because he used to let me hold his phone because I was close to his sister, his little sister. And so his phone had been cut off and it came back on. And you know how when your phone's cut off, it holds your text messages.
Oh,
it
and
holds
them
it
shit's
until it comes back on.
Oh shit.
So he ran in the store. He gave me his phone. He was like, because at the time we were younger, so his grandmother, he was on his grandmother's plan. And so he was like, Grandma sent me a text. She said she sent him something. She told him somehow that she paid the bill.
Okay.
And the phone was gonna come back on. He was like, when the phone come back on, because his sister was on the plan too. He was like, when the phone come back on, call my sister. I was like, okay, cool. So he in the store, phone come back on. It is vibrating to no end. Like all the text messages that are coming in.
Big booty hole, fuck with it.
It's vibrating to no end. And I'm like, and at this point, we have been in a relationship, like we live together.
Oh.
Yeah, we live together. So I'm like, all right, cool. So still, even though we live together, I know what's going on with his phone. The phone is sitting there, it's vibrating. I'm like, when it finish vibrating, when it get all the text messages in, I'll pick it up and I'll call his sister.
First of all, the logic behind your explanation of the vibrations is impeccable because no other woman that's watching this thinks like that. Who the fuck is texting him? Let me read all of the texts. Like that's exactly what they're going to.
And I mean, he ain't leave it face down or nothing because you know that's y'all signature move, leave it face down. So it don't.
I had to check and see if Bob was face down. Bob was face down.
But that's y'all signature move.
I don't never put my shit face down.
It's to leave it face down so y'all don't see it. And number one, you ain't even gotta do all that. You can go in your settings and you can make it not say who texted you in the first place. But anyway,
you can put that shit on airplane mode. Babe, what's this airplane right here? Oh shit, this must be the airport calling me. You know I got a flight next month.
There's a notification reminder.
Let me stop, man.
Terrible. But no, his phone vibrating. I mean, like I'm telling you, like it is going in, and I'm like, okay. So I'm just sitting there. I'm waiting. I have not touched it. Haven't touched him. Like it's vibrating. When it gets done, I pick up. I'll call his sister. Vibrating. Like I said, we live together. Also, he has given me the phone when he went into the store and said, call my sister. So I have full permissions on this phone.
To go
like
through
it's
shit.
like, why would you not? If you doing wrong, why would you give me the phone?
See. No. I'm gonna tell you what. The first time he gave me the phone was a test, right? First time he gave me the phone was a test. He tested you to see if you was gonna look through it. He might have planted some shit in there. Had his homeboy text him, changed the name, and said some wild shit.
He
right?
wasn't that smart.
All right. Well, let's just say he was.
Obviously he wasn't because he gave me the phone.
Let's just say he was.
Obviously not.
Look, just.
Okay, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, just play along, right? So he's like, okay, cool. I can trust her because she ain't go through my phone this one time. So I'm gonna give her my phone every time to continue that trust. Niggas abuse shit. Let me tell you something right now, fellas. Stop being out here abusing shit. You gotta be smarter than that, man. You gotta be smarter than that. Just don't do the shit in the first place.
Right.
Just don't do the shit in the first place. You know?
But, yeah, so the phone's vibrating. It vibrates so hard that it falls on the ground. So
where was it?
It was on the center console. So it didn't fall like on the ground. It fell on the ground of the car.
So did you watch it?
Yeah, because
you could have put it on the dash and stuff. Put it in a cup holder and shit.
No, I was like, I'm just waiting for. I didn't think it was gonna vibrate that much. Like I'm like, he got like
must have had a Nokia, yo.
He got like T20
Did you have games on your phone back then?
No, I don't think so. This was like when it first came out with the phones that were all touch. So there were no buttons on it. It was just all touch phones.
Oh.
So
she had games on her phone.
It vibrates and it falls. So I pick it up. And it's all these text messages. Still though, because I was in love, I was like, looking at his text messages, he told me to do one thing. I have one job. Call his sister. One job.
The logic behind the way you explaining it, if it was anybody else, they would not. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I have one job. Call his sister. So again, I wait for it to finish. So now it's done. Okay. So now I do have to go through it because I have to find her number to call her. So I have to press her number.
Okay.
So.
Did you go through the contacts or did you go to the text messages?
Well, the text messages were already on the screen.
Old school phone.
Okay, all right.
So it's like it's got like in list of who has text. So I'm scrolling to go to her name so I can call her, right? Here's where I went wrong. Or maybe went right.
You hit one of them text messages, didn't you?
Because it was so many. It
What's
was
fat
like
fingers?
no, this wasn't fat fingering. Like I saw this name was up there more than his sister. His sister was up there like 3 times, but in between to get through the forest, the trees that were there.
Oh, that other name was the trees.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was several times. So I was like, let me open. And y'all, them text messages.
Was it pictures with it?
There were no pictures, but it was a lot of words.
Mm.
It was sex messages. And I was like, what?
What was your reaction once he got back to that car? I want to hear.
No. Well, I want to know what your reaction was when you saw it. Were you angry first or were you hurt first?
I was embarrassed.
Okay.
I was embarrassed.
Okay. That's understandable.
I was embarrassed.
That's
I felt very gullible. I felt like I had been too trusting. And that was my first thought is like, you should have been going through his phone the whole time. I was like, you was out here not going through. What is your problem? You should have been going through his phone.
So you were cussing yourself out in the car.
I was upset. I was like, how? I was like, how did he get past you? Like, you didn't even try. That's what I was fussing at me. I was like, you didn't even try. You didn't even try.
I could see her in the passenger seat. Well, you in the passenger seat, the driver's seat. With the sit down with the mirror. You didn't even try. The fuck is wrong with you? You didn't even try.
You did nothing to prevent this. You did nothing. You did nothing. It's your fault. It's your fault while you're here.
Why do I see you doing that in the mirror?
You did nothing. And so, of course, I didn't get to calling his sister because at this point, I'm just like, I'm so...
Nigga, get back to the car. You call my sister?
I want to hear
that. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
So he comes back. I think we were like in a parking lot where it was like a Pizza Hut and then like a CVS or something like that. And
Sound like the hood.
We had just got a new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be our first night staying in our new apartment. So we was like, we ain't gonna cook. We're gonna order a little pizza. We're gonna make a little picnic.
Y'all
on the
just
floor.
moved in together?
Yeah.
Right? Y'all living together before?
We were kind of living together before. He had his own place. I had my own place, but I was staying with him. So this was our first together. So I'm like, we was like, we're gonna get a little pizza. We're gonna put some blankets on the floor. We ain't even had no furniture yet. We ain't had no furniture yet. It's like we're gonna sit on the floor. It's gonna be cool. Y'all, he came back to the car with that pizza. His phone was sitting in his seat, face up. I just said,
was the text message pulled up? Oh man!
Something you want to say?
So that means you waited for him to get back to the car because you know the phone screen go dim. You was over there hitting.
Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
Look, I can see her now.
Hold on, hit it again.
Fuck is he at?
I didn't sleep.
He got
in that car. He handed me the pizza. Took his phone. What my sister say?
The first time she don't say nothing to you.
What's wrong?
Oh yeah,
right.
I
dumbass.
What's wrong?
What's the deal with you? What's
What
the matter
happened?
with you?
I was like, we'll talk about it later.
See, that's
We'll talk about it.
that's the worst thing a man can hear from his significant other. We'll talk about it later.
He looked at me.
We're gonna talk about this shit now. What's going on?
You want to hear that too?
No.
We need to talk. Damn it! Which one you want? Later or now? Either way is bad.
Either
He looked
way.
at me. He was like, okay. Like, he's like, okay, whatever, like it was all good when I got out of the car. I don't know what happened. Did my sister say something? Everybody all right? Everybody all right? Yeah, everybody good. We get in there.
You don't know if everybody good. You ain't talking.
We roll down them windows. I'm pretty sure I threw the pizza out the window.
Wow.
Sure I threw the whole thing out the window. He was like,
First
then
of
he's
all,
like,
you
I
disrespecting
know.
food?
Right, because I'm hungry. I threw that piece out the window, and I went
You
in.
do it calmly though, because That shit you didn't calmly. I'm scared.
Oh, I waited till he backed out and we got on the road. Like, I waited till we was driving. I didn't throw it out while we were still in the parking lot. I waited till we were in motion.
Shit.
We in motion.
That
I threw it out.
What's it like?
I was like,
if y'all can see AJ right now, y'all can't see it. If y'all can see AJ right now.
Bro, if it was like that, yo,
I'm
you would have
scared,
me.
man.
I'm scared.
yeah, but I went off. And like I said, we had just moved in. So it was so new that we only had one set of keys. So I went off. By the time he parked in the parking lot, I got out of the car, I ran up the stairs.
All right, so you ran upstairs, you blocked the door.
Yeah, and he was like he was beating on the door for a while. Like I would not let him in. That night he ended up staying in his old apartment because I would not let him in. But it was just so, like I said, I was more so embarrassed, disrespected. I was disappointed in me. It's like, you out here, you ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. Why you ain't out here like checking for these?
I tell you one thing, man. It's nothing more worse than a woman, your significant other, telling you that she's embarrassed. That shit is the worst. Like, that's like your parents telling you they disappointed in you. Like, that shit fucking hurts. Like, I have been a disappointment a few times in my life. And for those reasons, I mean, I totally deserved it. But it was just like, damn, disappointed? Fuck. Like, you could have been mad and I could have been good with that. But you disappointed?
Disappointed. Yeah.
You embarrassed? You like, come on, man.
Yeah, that was mostly what I was. I was embarrassed. I was disappointed. Honestly, after that, we stayed together. Excuse me. We lived together for 3 years.
Okay, so you guys were able to work past it?
No.
Okay, all right, never mind.
I bet it never is. You always was thinking about that.
Yeah, it never. Yeah. I never really got over it, but I think probably this podcast is going to be the first time that even some of my friends know what happened.
Oh shit, we got the exclusive, baby.
You should see how me and Bach looking. You can't see me. Motherfucker, this is like an episode on E Hollywood True Stories and stuff, man.
Back with Miss Vee.
But I'm just like, it's just been this instances of dudes just doing dumb stuff and trying to come back from it, and you can't come back from dumb stuff.
Yeah, it's don't say you can't come back from it, but it's very hard.
It's very hard to come back from it.
Yeah, it's possible. So I give you one good example. So I've actually done some dumb stuff and came back from it and had in what I would say a successful relationship out of it. So like we didn't end on any bad terms. It was just the only thing that ended us was the distance. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can't deal with long distance relationships. That's just not me.
But you know what? That comes also. It takes a lot because you have to own up to that, and you have to explain that, and that's where like the embarrassment, the disappointment, because if you put up such a good face the whole time that none of that comes completely left field, like it's hard after that because then you're trying to figure out like what sign did I miss, what sign did I not miss, and so now everything they do, you're like, is that a sign that I missed? Was that something before that I just didn't see?
Yourself, like, was I not doing something right?
I didn't necessarily question myself. I didn't question myself. I questioned what was I not paying attention to.
But good question, AJ.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, because you do. Like I know some people that would feel that way, but my thing was because I always felt like if you do everything you're supposed to do, then that door won't be open. Like if you completely have that door closed, you don't have that crack in the door, then nobody can get through it.
Right.
So I didn't necessarily feel like I left that crack in the door, but I did feel like at some point he was sneaking out that door, and I didn't see him do it.
There was a window next to that door.
Yeah, that he was climbing out of at night and coming back in, and I didn't. Yeah, he was out here just I don't know, doing some type of magic. But that was more so. It was what was I not paying attention to? Like what had me so blinded that I didn't see. Hey.
And it'll take over your mind.
Are y'all watching Love Is Blind on Netflix, by the way?
Yeah, I seen. Matter of fact, my girl was watching like an episode of it. All I walked in on, she was like, "It's crazy. I just met you and we're crying."
Yes.
I was like, "Hey man, we gonna turn this, put Lock and Key back on Netflix."
Yo, I've been on Hulu with my babe Carrie Washington. She got that putting out little fires.
Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I like
I'm
it.
gonna have to sketch that.
Well, they
No,
just
it's
started.
new.
Yeah, it's brand
new.
new. It's brand new.
You need to binge.
Well, you can't binge watch it. You know, Hulu does they put out the episodes every
Week.
yeah. Yeah, Hulu is getting like real TV. Like every Wednesday they'll put out an episode for that.
Netflix is doing that on some of theirs. Like Love Is Blind. It comes out on Thursdays.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they seen the B was watching it. So
They did that with The Circle too.
I think they
Came out
stopped. I think they
Thursdays.
stopped putting out entire seasons at one time because people were binge watching it and it was killing the economy because everybody was staying in their house binge watching Orange Is the New Black when it dropped. Yo,
Yeah.
that was binge worthy though.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it was, man. Yo, my favorite character is still that lady that had cancer that stole the fucking van.
Oh,
And
yeah.
That was still my
Old
favorite
lady?
character.
That's the older lady.
Yeah.
Was she the cook? Who was the cook?
No, the cook is red.
Yeah,
Red.
Red's the cook. Yeah, no, she was like just the OG.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was like the OG, man. Like
Yeah.
ain't nobody fuck with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was I liked her, man.
Have y'all watched Lock and Key yet?
I
No.
have not.
Is it good?
So all right, so
Is it what is it? It's magic, right?
It's a mix. It gives you like I was explaining to somebody else. It gives you everything in the series when it come down to you get the romantic side of things, you get the horror, you get the magic, you get the feelings like a movie that you might have felt like when you was a little kid, that enjoyment.
okay,
And you get the bend on the edge of the seat, like, oh no! Then it stops episode.
right.
It's one of those. It plays
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out because that's on my list because I need a new show.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
watching Love Island, Love Is
You
Blind,
You watch
Do Magicians.
Magicians. I watched the
Yeah.
first season of Magicians.
Yeah, Magicians.
I haven't watched it
excellent.
since then.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is excellent, man. I actually enjoyed that.
And then there's one about a witch, a black witch.
Sabrina?
No. I think it's just called Witch or Witches or something.
Mm.
It's a black girl.
On the cover, Charmed. That's the new Charmed.
No,
Are you
it's just
sure?
called like Witch.
Oh,
And
really?
she's like levitating.
Oh, okay. No. Well, you talking about two different ones. Yeah.
Okay.
But the new Charm does have a black witch. And
I used to
They're-
love
they're-
Charms.
They're all minorities. It's two Hispanic girls and then the black girl.
I used to love Charms.
You know they always gotta have a half sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Charm with Prue.
Oh yeah. My mom used to love that show, man.
I love Charm.
I started
I used to watch
watching
that
it.
every morning before school.
I started watching the new Charm because of that. I was like, damn, I done watched all the old Charm. Let me watch this new shit.
I love Charms.
Yeah. But yeah, but
Sabrina is a bit much for me on Netflix.
Oh no, I love that shit.
You do?
Yeah, I love that shit.
It was a lot for me.
Because the shit is wild, so it takes like the darker side of it. Because when I started watching it, I was expecting that.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah, like the Sabrina the Teenage Witch that was on TGI Fridays and shit
Right,
like that.
and
Like,
it's not.
yeah,
It is not.
when they came through and said they was worshiping the devil, I said, "Oh shit, it's a whole Satan, it's a whole Satan cult."
Yeah, it was
Nigga,
a lot
I
for
was
me.
glued to. They not saying praise God, they saying praise Satan. I said, "Oh shit, it's some devil worship shit." I said, "This shit is interesting. I can't turn it on."
I watched like that first episode and I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild to me.
Season 3 now? Season 2?
It's popular.
Yeah, no, season three now. Yeah.
It's a lot for me. I might try it again because I'm running out of shows.
Yeah, it's a lot happening there. You might have to start from the very beginning again. It's a lot happening.
I mean, like I said,
And-
I only watched like one episode, so I'm gonna have to start from the beginning. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start from the beginning.
Yeah, but everything ties in. Like I like it because of I like the politics and how the school runs and like how the aunties are plotting with the school and then they're not plotting with the school and they starting new shit and just the politics of it. That's what I like. That's what I like so
I'll
much
check it
about
out.
Sex Education yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched the first
it
season.
yet.
I watched the first season.
I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it. Oh, Daybreak on Netflix.
That's the Chinese. No, that's the zombie.
Yeah, that's a zombie. Yeah, that's a zombie
I
joint.
said this.
Yeah,
Ninja lessons, nigga.
So
the robot.
So all
Zombies.
the adults are zombies and the kids are the kids are not zombies and yeah you Gotta watch it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It got that it got a zombie land type feel to it.
It's World War Z plus Glee. That's exactly what it is. World War Z plus Glee.
That don't.
it don't sound interesting.
World War Glee, nigga.
Yeah, it don't sound interesting the way I put it. But look, you watch it, you'll laugh.
I watched 2 episodes of it. It was decent. I just gotta find something. When I watch something, I really like it.
Yeah.
Like Lock and Key.
Yeah.
I was ready to come home from work. I'm in the car like, baby sleep early.
Yeah.
It was one of those Lock and Key.
Okay. Yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been watching all these like crazy reality ones. So I watched The Circle. I loved The Circle.
Was The Circle when it was in apartments?
Yeah, and
that was hot, bro.
The Circle was good.
Okay, I don't know nothing about this.
Oh yeah, Shuby. Shuby.
Yo.
Shoe Bomb.
Shoe Bomb.
I love Shuby. Shuby and Seaburn.
Hey, what's the dude name?
Seaburn that was playing Rebecca.
Good, though. I didn't think it would be good.
It was good.
Good.
But I don't think they can. I don't think they can duplicate it.
Nah, bro.
Because they were coming out with another season, and I was like, I don't think you can do it again.
Bro. What was my girl named? Light skin girl, man. I thought she was gonna win it first. No, it's the gay dude.
So it's a contest. It's a contest.
Chris, I love Chris.
He was funny, bro.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Okay, all right.
Watch The Circle.
Yeah.
Watch The Circle.
The Circle.
Oh, okay.
I need somebody to watch Love Is Blind because I need to like have a whole I need a whole podcast about Love Is Blind.
I will watch it next week at work.
I need to like.
I got you.
Oh my gosh, because it's so much that happens, and I'd be so mad at these people, and I'd be like, I need to talk about how mad I am right now.
I will watch it next week at work.
Watch it. Love Is Blind is fun.
I seen, like I said, when I walked in, the little girl was like, "Isn't it crazy? I'm crying. And I just met you. They can't see each other, bro.
It's stupid.
They talking to each other. They can't see each other.
But then it's good. Fuck? It's a bad. It's like a train wreck. It's bad, but it's good. It's like I gotta see what's gonna happen.
Was it something like, was it 5 feet apart or some shit like that? Like that movie?
Oh no, 5 feet apart is like a tearjerker though.
It's like a real love.
Yeah, it's a reality show.
Okay.
This is a reality show.
It's a reality show.
It's a reality show. Is love really blind? Like, can you meet somebody and never see them?
So are they
but
blind?
Still fall in love?
Are they blindfolded?
No, they're
wall, nigga.
yeah.
Wall.
They just can't see each other. They can talk to each other, but they can't see each other.
Oh, and they can't touch each other or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my mind, I thought it was like blind people, and they created. You know, they would create anything for any reason. I thought, okay,
are they blind?
Okay,
or are they blindfolded?
Yeah, like I needed to know. I mean, it
was legit questions. I give you that. It was legit.
Bro, I had to know. Like, I can't just,
It was legit. Are they blind or blindfolded?
Are they blind?
I ain't never seen the show.
It's good.
Blame it on my head, not my heart.
I've also been watching Love Island. And that's on Hulu. But I will say Love Island is slow because they have like new episodes. It's kind of like, what is it, Big Brother? When Big Brother used to come on like 3-4 times a week.
Oh shit.
That's how this is.
Oh man.
And it's so long. But I've gotten invested, so now I have to watch it to the end. But I can tell you right now, I probably won't watch it again.
That's the worst.
But I'm invested right now.
That's the worst when you get invested in something and you have to continue to watch it.
Yeah.
For instance, Power. That last season was pure shit. Let me tell you, the last season was pure shit, right? But I was already invested in Power. Oh, it's the final season. The final season of Power. All right, I'm going to ride with y'all to the end. I'm going to watch the last episode. Last episode comes out.
Loyalty.
Yeah, right. Last episode comes out. Boom, boom, boom. At the end of the episode, Power Book 1. Power Chapter 2. Power Chapter 3. I was like, yo, so y'all going to keep going? So Kanan's coming back? Like, that nigga burnt up. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, it's too much. It's too much. But I'm still gonna watch it. But I'm still gonna watch it.
Another spin-off to Power?
Yeah, so
there's a few spin-offs.
They're doing the chapters now. So like one chapter is gonna be like Tariq, and you know his mama's in jail, so it's gonna be like Tariq hustling at the fucking college. First of all, how this nigga get into college when he didn't finish high school yet is blowing my fucking mind because they said, oh, just go get your GED. How you know this nigga smart enough to pass the GED? Like you cannot. I got so many questions now.
That's what happened when you
invested. Tommy left New York, went to California. They got a whole Tommy chapter. Who else they got? Your boy, Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate got his old
bae.
chapter of becoming the mayor
Hey,
of New York or whatever.
Hey,
Like,
bae.
it's too much, man. It's too much going
I
on.
couldn't get into power. I watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, I couldn't do power.
You know
either.
what? I didn't know that people who watch TV shows had so much power in their words until they tried to dupe us with that Trey Songz intro.
Yeah,
Nigga, I was right here. I was right here. I had turned the shit on because I don't have stars. I put it on the Fire Stick. I got the Fire Stick and shit. I put it on the Fire Stick. I went over there to make some food, and I heard that bullshit. They say this is a big risk. I was like, the fuck is this? This shit you got me watching. I'm looking. I said, well, it looked the same.
Yeah.
I stopped and looked at the TV just like you said. It looked the fucking same.
They went in. Them people were so mad.
That's what happened when you get the Fire Stick and then change the intro to the song. Niggas think it's a whole different.
Oh my gosh, yo, Shameless.
That's the truth.
Yeah, no, hold on. Yeah. Shameless. So I used to watch Shameless on my Fire Stick. But you got to be careful because Shameless, I didn't realize that the US version is based on like a different. Somewhere in the UK.
Yep.
And so sometimes on the Fire Stick, it would pick up the other one.
Yep.
And I'd be like,
what's
going on?
Let me tell you how Netflix duped me. So I get on Netflix at work, right? And I say, you know what? I want to watch a good side.
Say it again. Let me say it again.
I went on Netflix at work. Right, and I wanted to watch a good show. I want to have a good show playing in my little headphone while I work. Right, so I said, you know what? I want to watch Suits. I said, I like Suits. Suits was good.
Suits was good.
Yeah,
right.
It was good.
Huh? With the Rock.
No. That's Ballers. That's Ballers.
Right.
Yeah, Suits is with the two lawyers.
Right?
Yeah, the two lawyers. Cool. So I said, you know, I want to watch Suits. So I typed in Suits and I clicked on it, and it's pulling up playing, and I hear some Asian people talking. I just happened to look, what the fuck is this shit? And it came up, Suits as adapted from the US version on US. I said, what the fuck is this Asian shit? You see ninjas popping out? I don't want no damn ninjas in suits, niggas.
Netflix get you with that now, bro. It'd be like, I be looking at episodes, like shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm one nigga that's gonna check it online, make sure it's good.
Right.
Quick search. Oh man, it's good. I can watch it. Boom. Or they get you like this. They be like, "Hey Joe, what's up?"
Yeah, the dubs.
Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, the dubs is horrible.
The
man.
dubs.
I gotta say.
There's a couple shows like that you don't realize, and then like that movie. The movie that got all those nominations, Parasite. I did not know that was a subtitle movie.
Me either.
And I was like, it's got all these, and people have been talking about it. People like that Parasite movie, that was good. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. Nobody ever said it was a subtitle movie. Nobody has ever said that. So I'm like, wait, I'm gonna go see this movie because I love going to movies.
You went to the movies to see it?
Hopefully.
So I'm looking, and all of them say Korean subtitle. Wait, what? So I Google it. I'm like, yo, nobody thought they should say that this is a subtitle movie.
Right. That's like the first thing you should tell
Right.
somebody.
I'm not watching it.
Time reading.
I'm not watching it.
Shit, I remember this.
I'll watch anime with subtitles, but that's because they are short. It's short.
What anime you be watching?
We already went over. I watch anime. I'll watch that because it's short. Like, I'm not watching a 2-hour movie and have to read it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna agree with you because I can't remember what happened.
That's when we was talking about subs or dubs. We was talking about subs or dubs.
Oh yeah.
But
that's when we had Jessiana on.
I think so. Yeah. So but I was just like, why did nobody say that? Like, I can't. Let me tell y'all, my attention span has gotten worse as I get older. And I've realized it because I will literally be having a conversation with somebody and I will ask them a question and I will not hear anything they said after that. I don't walk away, but I just be there and they be talking and I be like, and then they look at me like they asked me a question and I'm like, oh, like I heard absolutely nothing you just said. I just space out. So I know I can't watch a 2-hour movie with subtitles.
It's 2 hours.
It's a long time.
I mean, if it's in the movie theater, it's 2 hours.
I definitely tried. I put that shit on. I got to the first part. Yo, no lie, bro. It was me, B. We was drinking one night. We sit down, we turn the TV on. We a little fried. Turn the TV on. I'm like, oh, what movie is this? This shit look good as hell. Researched it again on my phone. Good.
Everybody said it was good, right?
Nigga, we 40 minutes into the movie and just realized they ain't talking English.
Oh,
That's
shit.
how good. It was a Russian movie. I'm like, yo, B, turn that shit up. I can't hear him. So,
yeah,
bro, it got to the point. I watched the whole
translating.
thing with no subtitles. That's how good that shit was.
That was a good movie.
It gotta be a good movie if you can't understand what they saying.
And you still watch it.
Following that shit, like, because they had news
that's the
clips.
bad guy right there. Yeah.
Yo, they had news clips of American.
Yeah,
like, US
and, yeah.
Oh, that's how they got you.
Yeah, so I'm like,
oh, you thought it was just a weed?
I thought it was.
It was like, for some
Drinks or
reason,
something.
this isn't
Right.
translating properly.
All right, y'all, man.
All right.
Yeah, we
went a lot of different ways today.
Yeah, we did, and then we had to make up for giving y'all 2 30-minute podcasts.
Right, so now y'all got all the content.
We kind of said, "Fuck y'all, we're not staying here," and then we stayed here longer this time. So we love y'all.
We do. We love and appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we just
y'all got a whole new podcast today.
Yeah, right. And you got AJ chiming in and shit.
Hey, that's my ratchet A.
You're right.
So you just stutter a little bit. Hey. Hit him with the shoulders.
Hey.
That's how you get on likes. Hit him with the shoulders.
Yes,
I like to say this. We're going to
shoulder
continue
out.
to switch their seats around because this podcast was brought to you by Miss Vee from KvngBak Podcast with her co-host.
Yes, podcast queen. Hey.
KvngBak. And that's KvingBak.
What nigga know?
KvingBak.
All right, look, we get ready. We get ready to get out of here, man. We love y'all so much, man. Make sure you follow the podcast at D&D Pod on Instagram, Drinks and Discussion Podcast on Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me, KvngBak, KvngBak, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and yeah, that's it. That's all I'm on.
You can follow me on Instagram at Miss Vee _DND. I'm posting a little more lately. Now that I have my 2 cameramen here.
Yeah, she got her shoulders out. Go like that picture with her shoulders out.
Hey, go like me. Go like me.
She hit him with the shoulders.
Hey.
All right, I'm done with you today, man. I'm done. All right, we out of here. Peace.